Hey, I'm Will Hungerford, lead developer here at Privateerpress, and we're at the GAMA trade show, talking to Jonathan from gamekastle. We're going to talk about some of the new models we've got in the display case real quick, okay? So we're showing off a bunch of new Monsterpocalypse models, as well as some of the new Warmachine models. So here we see some of the new buildings, specifically the new monuments, like the Statue of Liberty. We see the Eiffel Tower there in the back, as well as some of the new monsters that are hitting store shelves recently, like Armadax, finally the second monster coming out from the pterosaurs. People are starting to get their first look at a lot of the faction-specific buildings like Mount Terra, the Void Gate, the Comet Shard, and other ones that provide a unique benefit if you're playing that, or no matter which faction you're playing, but they specifically help out that faction in the game. Down here, though, we've got some really cool stuff for the next one. Here we see the Void Gate, the Comet Shard, more of those faction-specific buildings I'm talking about. We get the Imperial building. That thing is massive. And of course, we have lots of great new Warmachine stuff coming out. We've got showing off the new initiates of the Order of the Wall, which I think are hitting store shelves right now, as well as some of the new Journeyman Warcasters, and like Gareth 2, who's really big for Retribution players right now. And we've got all those down here. So you can check out Gareth 2, of course, Scary Gary, as he is known amongst the community, front and center. Right behind him is the weirdest thing we've made in a long time, the Clockatrice. And then we've just got some of the newer things coming out. The new Greylord Adjunct up front. And over here we see Denegra Zero and of course the new Bane Knight Officer. The main thrust of the show for us has been showing off really a lot of the cool Monsterpocalypse stuff that's coming out, and then talking about Riot Quest, which has been getting a really good reception. We're hoping to show more. It should be out around Gen Con time, and I can't wait till we have models for Riot Quest in here so people can see, because the paint scheme is real Saturday morning Warmachine, like Saturday morning cartoon Warmachine, so when you see the models, they're like super poppy and super bright. It's gonna be really cool if people get a look at this. Well, the inspiration behind Riot Quest is, you know, Warmachine's a really deep strategic game where you collect an entire army, and it takes a while to learn the game, but it's got so much depth. That's the reward of it. The Iron Kingdoms is a wide setting. There's so much to explore, and we wanted something that was very easy for people to get into and start playing immediately. That was unlike something we've done before. So this is like a 30-minute game. It's a lunchtime game. It's an in-between round game. It's also really good for families or people that like casual games. You never need more than 10 models. It takes about 5 minutes to learn how to play the game. And it's a arena-based skirmish game on hexes, but the game is about chaos. The arena is always doing different things, and the game conditions, the win conditions, are on a deck of cards, and they're always random every game you play. So no two games of Riot Quest are ever the same. So as a player, all you're trying to do is sort of survive the chaos and meet these ever-changing dynamic goals to try and achieve victory. You can play 1v1, or you can play free-for-all up to 4 players. So the more people you add, the more crazy it gets. What's really fun, though, is we're co-developing rules for Warmachine and Hordes for every Riot Quest model that comes out. So if you buy a Riot Quest model, you can use it both in that game, which is its own unique rule set, and then that model's also playable in Warmachine and Hordes. But the main impetus was to create a fun, casual, let's just have a good time and throw down, low investment for players, and people just get to collect their favorite characters. Because in the game, there's no army points. You just pick between 5 and 10 models, whichever ones you like, and play with those. My hope, honestly, is that this is something parents will teach their children how to hobby for the first time, and then have a game they can play without having to tone the game down. So that your 8 and 10-year-olds, if they can do basic addition and subtraction, will be able to legitimately grasp everything in Riot Quest and be able to make meaningful decisions. It's not to say that it's a kid's game, but that kids will be able to play it with their families and have a good time. Get ready for Oblivion, get ready for Infernals. For those of you joining the Infernals, you're bad people. They're trying to destroy us all. And for those of you fighting against the Infernals, keep up the good fight and good luck. It's not looking pretty.